Welcome, my future dungeon divers. Coronavirus. Well, because of that, there's no one-on-one or face-to-face playing right now. And as a beginner, that's kind of irritating. That's the way that things are going to have to be for right now. But the thing is, you need to be safe. Be safe means that you don't need to put your health or your family's health in any jeopardy for a hobby or a game or anything like that. But however, you can play safe. The way to play safe right now is that you can play online. As a beginner, I know that's kind of intimidating, but that's okay. I got you covered. I'm going to walk you through this and show you how you can do it. I'm Jimmy Lee, and this is Ability Check. Load it. Dungeons & Dragons is a game that's put out by Wizards of the Coast. Again, because of the coronavirus, I'm going to be explaining some things to you, making it easy for you. So if you like this, hit that subscribe, like, and that bell so you don't miss anything that I'm going to bring to you. Because of the coronavirus, we can't play one-on-one or on, like I said, tabletop. That means more than a couple of people sitting there face-to-face. But you can actually play online, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. But like any game, D&D has rules, and I've explained this before in my last video. But you really don't need a player's handbook. You can actually get the rules off of the Wizards of the Coast website, link below. It's the basic rules. It has not all of the races, and it doesn't have all the character classes in it, but it has enough for you to actually get started and actually to play really comfortably. It's 111 pages long, so it should have enough in there for you to actually play. At the end of it, in the appendix, there is actually a character sheet, so you can actually print this out. Remember, you can download it to your PC or your cell phone. I have them on both. Another thing you can download too is from Geek Native. Link below. It's a dyslexia character sheet. My daughter, she uses it. Also, DnD Beyond, I have a link below for that too, actually has the basic rules there too. It actually has all the races, and it actually has all the character classes from the player's handbook. You can go online there and you can actually look for it, you know, and go through it and decide what you really want to do with those. But you don't really need to. You can still use the basic rules that you get from Wizards of the Coast. Now let's talk about dice. You're not going to have dice. You can't go to the game store. You can order dice off of Amazon, and if you want to wait around for the dice to come, that's fine, but you can also use your cell phone. If you're Apple, you go to the Apple Store. If you have an Android, you go to Google Play. You type in RPG Dice Generator. It comes up with a whole list of different generators. You just read through it and you pick out which one you really like. Me, being a simple man, I like RPG Simple Dice. There you go. Okay, let's get into actually how to play online. All right, one of the places you can go to is Roll20. I got a link below. Go into Roll20, actually create an account. It's for free. You don't have to pay anything for it, right? After you do it, you'll come up with a field that says Join a Game. You hit that field, click on that. It'll bring up another page, and down there in a certain place, it asks you what kind of game you're actually looking for. Remember, Roll20 has a ton of games on there, different games, not just D&D, but it has a lot of them on there. You want to make sure you put D&D 5e. After you do that, on the side next to it, there's little places you can click on. Make sure you click on beginner player, all right? And then you click Find Game down below. Then it comes up with a list of games where they're accepting beginner players. Now let's talk about this, what you need to do on this too, because I've been looking at these really closely. All right, it'll have the DM's name and the game, right? And have a description of the game. Also on there, there's a place on there that says free and pro. Let's not confuse this. Just the free and pro on there means that that's the type of subscription the DM has. Just because it has pro in there doesn't mean that you can't join that game because it's not a pro game. It's just that that's his subscription. Also, look and see how many players he's looking for. If it's over 6, you probably want to stay out of that one. Nothing but 6 and below. Stay with that one because, like I said, you're a beginner, and if it gets too many people in there, you might get lost. We don't want you to get lost. We actually want you to actually play. Another platform is Fantasy Ground. Now, I've never played on Fantasy Ground, but I've talked to a lot of people that have, and they really love it. So if you want to play on that one too, that's fine. I went and looked at it. You do have to have a subscription if it's the first time you go in there. The way I gather from who people I've talked to and what I've read, I'm pretty sure this is the way it works, is that if a DM needs to invite you to his game, he has to have a subscription. And once he invites you, you can actually get on and play on for free. Like I said, I've never played on there before, but everybody I've talked to that's played on it really loves it. So that's an option also. Now also, here's some more things that you need to get is Discord. Make sure you get a Discord account. Also make sure that you have Google Hangouts too. These are other things that people want. DMs would like you to have. There's another, Reddit. Create an account for Reddit. Go to the subreddit r/LFG. I'm going to put it down below so you can see it. All right? And this is a subreddit that's just for players looking for games or DMs looking for players. And I've been looking at this for the last week, and there's a ton of DMs out there that are looking exactly for you. All right? So what you need to do is when you go on there, make sure you put you're wanting to play D&D 5e. Make sure your time zone is in there, and that you are a beginner player and you're looking for a game. Someone should get a contact with you really fast. Right? And there we go. And that's all it is. That's all you need to do to get into a game online. And it will happen. Like I said, there's DMs out there looking for you. All right, here's something else I want to bring up. Not quite D&D, but kind of close to it. I was looking on YouTube, and there's a Daniel Green on his channel. He was interviewing Jim Butcher. Jim Butcher is the author of the Dresden Files. It's a great interview. It's just amazing to listen to these two talk to each other and the way they're going. But it looks like the next Dresden book is coming out in July and one following in October. Pretty cool. 2 books at one time. All right? You might want to go in there, and I'm going to put a link below so you can go and check this out. It's one of my favorite book series right now, and I'm hoping that you'll like it too. Oh, and by the way, Jim Butcher likes playing D&D, DM, and he also does LARP. So, kind of figured that one. All right. Here's something I'm going to do for you right now. It's a surprise. It's something that I wrote, and hopefully you'll like it. It's an ode. Ode to the hoarder of the paper of toilet. You hoarder of paper of the toilet. Shame, shame, I say. But I have a solution to vex you. Well, my wife does. I am mighty in her wisdom. It came upon the chariot of Amazon, the holy instrument of bidet. With due reverence I hold the most augustest object in my hand. I peruse the legend of its wondrous functions. Why do I do this? My wife told me so. I am mighty in her wisdom. I search my bag of tools for the most correct instrument of implantation. I shall persevere. I am mighty in her wisdom. My holy quest is a success. I have found the implement of the screwdriver, the implement of the wrench, and the reverend tape of the plumber. I rush to the room of rest. The holy bidet is in place. My aim is true. I am mighty in her wisdom. You, who sit upon your false throne of paper, you shall never feel what I feel. You shall never know what I know. As I leap from the seat of surprise, I shout to the heavens, I am clean! Well, the second thing I say, the sayings of a sailor shall not touch the ears of children, nor lest my wife. I am mighty in her wisdom. So you hoarder of paper of toilet, go away, for I have vexed you. Go away, or I shall taunt you some more. Thank you. All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much. I know it was very short, but that's okay. My next one is actually be on how to generate a character, but that's okay. I want to tell you something right now. Be safe, play safe, all right? That's all there is to it. Just be safe and play safe. All right? So, y'all come back now, you hear? I'm Jimmy Lee, and this is Ability Check. Roll it.